Hello and welcome to Thompson Games. Today we will be doing a display on a couple of the items that we have been producing to assist DMs in their processes. So first off, I'm going to present you with my character cards. Now these... Sorry, my dog. So these are cards that assist the DM in knowing what he needs to know, or she needs to know, about their players. Now these ones have been heavily used as I've been testing them, but I'll go through and on the screen you should be able to see a image of the card a little closer up as well. Now the cards that we have go through at the top. Obviously it has the name of the character, and it goes through, has the AC, the hit points, the speed of the character, the spell DC, and their passive perception. Now the bottom section here is for other items, so it could be this one. They can get a fly speed using one of their abilities of 30. Some of them, 4 of them, have dark vision, so I keep those notes there so I know what's going on with the characters. Other things that I use these cards for is initiative. So I've always got a few extras sitting around. I've just got 2 here, but if I go through my deck of cards, I've got, in a second, I've got a bunch of them ready to go. They've got very minimal information on these cards, and I use a... Where'd it go? Well, I use a whiteboard marker on these so that they should be easy enough to rub off. Nice and easy to rub off. And I've laminated them so it's a lot easier like that too. Which makes use of these cards a little easier for some. I laminate these so I can get multiple uses out of them for different things. So like some characters I want to play with, they don't play as often as like my main group that I run. So I fill out the information on this, and I've got the information. I want to use it as a creature card. So, I do have creature cards, which I'll talk about later, but on the fly, these are super easy to fill out. You can put down the basic information that you're going to need to know, and you can put down some of just the names of their abilities, and then use that to distinguish from the book. Maybe you can read out what the actual abilities do. But as kind of got off on a tangent there, I use these for initiative mostly. So what I do is I, get their initiative, stack them down. First one down is the highest number, and I just go through and make sure Dugan's on the bottom. And I flip it over, and that's their initiative. So as I go through the game, I'm calling out their name as I get to them. I know their spell DC. I know some of their abilities, so I know what's going on. And then once it gets to the end, I can just flip it back over and go again. Now there's many other ways you could probably use these cards to keep track of initiative. It's definitely possible. The reason I use it like this is I have a little bit of an issue with reading. When I say reading, I mean keeping track of where I was. It's an odd issue, but I look for a way to get around it. And this is the way I found to get around my issues. Now, it might not be as great a use for you. You might find another use for these, which is great and always useful. Otherwise, let's go on to my next cards. Actually, my next cards, which is same cards, just not these ones. Because I run a lot of D&D mostly at the moment, and a lot of the information you need to know there is few and far between. But on the screen right now, you should be able to see an image of another card that I have for characters. I used to play a lot of Pathfinder, so here I have a Pathfinder card. There is a lot more information on it because that's what Pathfinder requires. Pathfinder 2.0 is going to be coming out, and as it comes out, I'll probably go through and make a card for that as well. So obviously it has the name along the top there, but along the side, whichever side it is, yeah, probably this one, it has all of the ACs. So it's got the armor class full on, the touch AC, and the flat-footed AC. And along the top, you've got your HP, your DR, your speed, your fort save, your reflex save, your will save, your combat bonus and your combat defense bonus, combat maneuver defense bonus, and then other information along the bottom. If you play Pathfinder, that might be useful for you too. I made that one mostly for a couple of my friends who run a lot of Pathfinder, but I don't get to play with them as often as I would like. But I thought it would help them out. Otherwise, I also have magic item cards, which I have a lot of, sadly or positively. I keep a large stock of the magic item cards because I don't know what my players are going to do. So I like to keep prepared. So I've got a lot of custom ones here, and a lot of custom ones. I'll separate them. So we can use this for items that Wizards of the Coast has put out themselves, or I can never say Pathfinder's creator's name, like Paizo or something along those lines. But then you can also use it for custom items. So, actually I was going to keep them separate. So, with custom items, it allows us to have the information on these cards for the players to just look at them and go, oh, so that's what that does. Or, in the case of healing potions and of the sort, they're consumables that they can keep track of. So if they actually have these in their character's sheet, where do I have one? So this is my wife's character set up, but she keeps her potion of healing right here. And so she knows, looking down here, oh look, I have a potion of healing. She's more likely to remember she has it that way. Just get rid of that. And she does keep track of it, which is, it helps for those that are less, have played D&D less, or Pathfinder less, and keeping track of items like that might be difficult for some players, so it also helps them out there. I have had a character that, when I wasn't using the cards as much, they did have a healing potion, but they completely forgot, and they killed themselves because of it. Otherwise, pardon me, they could have lived and fought for another day. Instead, they blew themselves up, which was funny. And an interesting story that I might go into another day. Otherwise, I also have them set up for consumables, obviously, but then I also have them for magic weapons. This one's the Rusted Great Axe, which was a custom magic item that I created that it has the information about what it does here. It rusted items on a critical hit. Obviously, from the rusted name, it's pulling off other creature abilities that I was looking at. But it also had an interesting ability that when it was cursed, it was unable to be let go of unless someone else was holding it. So it wasn't an attuned curse. It was just a straight up, you touch this thing, it's stuck to your hand. Someone else touches it, it's stuck to their hand now not yours kind of thing. It has the ability, it also, this area, it has the name along the top, obviously. The rarity, if you're wanting to keep track of rarity or anything like that for your items. The type, it has the damage bonus and the to hit bonus along here, a value down the bottom here, and then description all through the middle. Now, you've got all different cards here that we can use this for. We've got other custom cards, like our weapon cards here, and these are like consumables, custom consumables I've made up, and not so consumable wondrous items. These just allow us to go through giving our characters, our players, methods of knowing what they've got and being able to implement that without sorting through 1,000 pages of a book. It allows them to just glance down at their card and go, okay, that's what my card does. If the card's description is way too long for the magic item is the description of the magic item is way too long for the card, in that case, it might be a little bit more difficult. But if you put down the basic information, allow it so people can look down at their card and go, that's what I'm doing. It allows them to speed up combat. It allows them to speed up other things. And a lot of the time, they don't need the card. I know one of my characters, I give them a card, obviously, usually it's a magic weapon card, and he keeps track of everything without the need of looking at the card all the time. But he's a very seasoned player, so he's done this for a longer time than I've even been DMing or been playing myself, because he's probably quite a bit older than me, but let's not go into that. Last up, this one I'm currently working on. This is the monster card. This is my corpse horror. But this thing has the basic same information as everything else. It's got the name along the top, and in this case I've got the alignment on the side here. Down the bottom is its AC, its monster type, the CR and experience points for the creature, and on this side I've got the hit points, all of the stats, the ability scores, and then just basic information. The saving throw bonuses along the top there, what its damage resistances are, vulnerabilities, the sensors, and then I go down a little further to its abilities under that. Now this is an interesting little card. I'm working on it to develop it further because I'm not sure if I've got it right where I want it yet. We're probably going to be coming out with a more of a tarot card sized card so you can look at it and be able to hold more information on the creatures. But these are good for like when I was talking about the initiative. Placing these inside the initiative stack helps out a lot for me. But going on, if you guys have any ideas to continue on with these cards, make them a better product for everyone that uses them, please let me know. The description below, the comments below. I also have comments on my website, so I'll link the website in the description below. It is a work in progress, and I hope to get it looking better in the times to come. On that, I hope you guys have a lovely afternoon, morning, or evening, depending on where you are. Please subscribe, like if you liked it. If you don't, dislike it, leave a comment, let me know what you didn't like, so I can try to improve the products and videos that I put out to you guys. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.